Hey everybody, you're watching the Christiana 321. I am the Christiana and I am wearing my Bucky's sweatshirt. So if you've been around for a while, you might remember, don't look, um, I like to do these quarterly check-ins for my yearly goals, priorities, habits that I'm trying to build. And I haven't done that in 2024 yet, partially because I've been doing a real bad job. Um, but part of this is about accountability, and I'm holding myself accountable to admit when I've done poorly. So let's look at my sheets. Okay, so number one, this one is the study and write. I hope that this turns around for you guys. So if you'll see, January did pretty good. I think there's some near the end where I started to skip some days. February did none. March had a couple of days where I studied, and then this one is where I actually took the FE exam. I passed. I don't think I've mentioned that in a video yet, but I was very excited to get those results. Um, so study and write was study for at least 30 minutes or write for my novel for at least 30 minutes. So, yep. Uh, did not do so hot after the first month. And then, like, for the rest of March, also none. I did finally today, April 13th. You're seeing this in the future. Did finally actually do some writing towards my novel. I'm gonna try and get back on the habit of that. I've got a few pages written. I'm very slow at writing right now, so I'm not making a lot of progress, but some progress is better than no progress. Will the story ever see the light of day? Nobody knows. And then I also have a box marked on here for when I'm scheduled to take the PE. If you don't know what the FE and the PE are, I have a whole video about the FE. Um, I will link that below, probably. Uh, but it's to become a professional engineer. Basically, I have my degree. I've now taken the FE. Next step is taking the PE exam, and that'll be in October. So some of these dates coming up will be more focused on studying instead of writing. But there you go. The next one is my read for 30 minutes a day. You'll see again a lot of X's in January, some in February, so I did better than the studying one, some in March, and a few in April. For this one, I'm actually not super sure. I've not been recording very well when I've been reading, because that's one that I do a lot just naturally, and then I forget to go and mark it off. And I'm not recording it any other way, so it's difficult for me to know. Oh, I'm starting to shake. This is gonna be a short video because I'm not gonna hold this for much longer. And then the third one is getting 10,000 steps a day. So what I realized very early on was I'm not gonna. I can't just immediately start getting 10,000 steps a day. It's not going to happen. So if I make an effort, I get a half an X, just like one slash line, which is basically like I did actually go out and attempt to get more steps. So you'll see in January, I got it. Oh, these ones were mistakes because I forgot that I was doing little half things. But I got it actually twice. February, I got it actually once. March, none. April so far 3 times, and that is because we've been doing a lot of traveling where there was a lot of steps involved. I need to get better at that. And now that it's warmer, it's a lot easier for me to go outside and get the steps. However, during the workday, it is very difficult for me. Alright, so let me set you down where I can talk, maybe. Okay, so how are your goals going? Obviously, I've not been doing great with my habits. I would like to do better, and so that's part of why I'm making this video, so that we can look back at this at the end of second quarter, and hopefully there are a lot more X's on those boards, and we can compare. Part of this for me is knowing that it was never going to be perfect, and that helps me to not not like spiral, I guess, where like if I miss one box, then I'm just never gonna do it again. Uh, I did get a bunch of books today, and actually, right after filming this, I'm going to start reading the the dance tree, which, if you saw probably my last video, oh, hi. Hi, okay. Probably in my last video, it is a book about the time in European history, um, where there was ow, these people who had mass hysteria where they started dancing and they couldn't stop dancing. Okay, are you happy up there, my little parrot? Um, so it sounds very interesting. Historical fiction, not like a study of that time, because that is just more interesting to me. But there's also so many books that I want to read. I did just finish The Three of Us by Ora Obage Williams. Abage. I looked up when I started reading this how to say her name, and there's some interviews with her saying her name, and I got it down, and then some time has passed, and I don't remember now. Anyway, it was fine if you liked, or if you like Sally Rooney books, Normal People, those ones. Uh, it felt to me very much like that type of book, where it's like this is a slice. What is going on? It's a slice of their lives, rather than like a full plot arc kind of thing. Um, or like the After Midnight movies. If you're familiar, sorry, butthole. If you're familiar with those, it was kind of in that vein, which is fine. Like, that is a type of book. It's not my preferred type. So, personally, I was not my what are you doing? Was not my favorite book. But I know that that type of book is really popular. So, if that is your thing, go for it. It was well written. I just like I wanted more like closure for some of the stuff that came up in it personally. Um Characters well written, dialogue well written, all of that. It was just missing the plot for me. All right. Now I think somebody would like my attention. Um yeah, I'm just picking up on some subtle signals here. And so I will talk to you guys what is she doing? Um, yeah, let me know about your goals. How are they going? Have you got anything interesting lately? Um, I'm always looking for new books that I want to get. Just don't tell John. All right. Good night, sweet dreams.